And it looked like the Indiana Fever front office is about to do another roster overhaul for the 2026 WNBA season.
Something is about to snap inside the Indiana Fever. Not a routine offseason, but an identity reset. Names fans love are on the chopping block, cap space is opening, and every arrow points to one truth. This franchise is finally being rebuilt on Caitlin Clark's terms. If half the roster disappears, it won't be an accident. It'll be a message. The Fever aren't tweaking, they're detonating. And the first sign that this was coming didn't happen in a boardroom. It happened on the court.
I believe a lot of players will be exiting the building like Elvis, bruh. They got to get the hell out of Dodge. Now, I'm telling you right now, I believe more than half of this team is going to leave. I just got to keep it real. A lot of players is going to leave. I believe a few big names is probably going to leave. And more importantly, we need to get the ball back to Caitlin.
The whispers weren't rumors. They were warnings. Agents started calling, veterans went quiet, and insiders began to connect the dots. The Fever are preparing for something bold, a complete teardown. After a season held together by adrenaline and tape, leadership decided that momentum isn't a plan. Survival got them through 2025, but survival won't win 2026. The moment the league realized that was the same moment one injury exposed everything.
Without momentum, I don't believe they would have made it as far. I believe they was playing meaningful basketball just due to the amount of injuries that the team took.
When Caitlin went down, the system went with her. Rotations scrambled, roles blurred, and the "we'll figure it out" offense finally collapsed. Even in exit interviews, players admitted emotion had carried them further than structure, and that kind of fuel burns out fast. The Fever's identity cracked the moment their heartbeat stopped dribbling. And that led to the question nobody wanted to ask out loud. Was the system the problem all along?
We all know Stephanie White was running a whole lot of sets, bro. Whole lot of sets, whole lot of off-ball things, whole lot of things that Caitlin Clark really don't like to do, bro. Let's just be honest.
Discipline or a cage? That's what it came down to. Stephanie White's offense, once praised for structure, suddenly looked suffocating. Clark thrives on rhythm, instinct, and chaos she can control. Set plays slowed her down. Free play turned her into a storm. The numbers didn't lie. When the offense flowed through her reads, everything moved faster. So the Fever had to ask themselves, were they coaching her or containing her? To find the answer, they had to remember the version of Caitlin Clark that broke the sport.
But I want to go back to this. I want to go back to the bases. I want to go back to this Caitlin Clark. Let's listen to what Caitlin Clark had to say years ago.
That's a huge reason why I came here, and that's what she preached to me in the recruiting process. You know, you're going to have the ball in your hands a lot. And I think a lot of my final schools kind of had that same look, but I think the read and react offense that we run was super important for myself. You know, you're making basketball reads. It's not a set. You're not being told what to do every single time you come down the floor. You're just playing the game you love.
Everyone remembers that version. The Iowa legend hitting logo threes, playing with no hesitation, making defenders look helpless. That wasn't luck. That was space, pace, and freedom. Give her the floor and let her feel it, and the game bends her way. That's what fans mean when they say, "Bring back Iowa Clark." She didn't just play basketball, she breathed it. If Indiana wants to rise again, it doesn't need reinvention, it needs release. The fans knew it before the coaches did.
He stated there's no reason why the Indiana Fever should not look like Iowa Hawkeyes on steroids next season. You have 3 superstars and a knockdown three-point shooter in Sophie and a bunch of cap space also.
One phrase lit up every timeline: Iowa on steroids. 3 stars, a sniper like Sophie, and real cap room. Not a meme, but a manifesto. The Fever could finally become what fans imagined: Clark's orchestra at pro speed. But to build that dream, Indiana must destroy the old one. And everyone in that locker room knows what that means. Nobody's spot is safe.
Now, I'm telling you right now, we need to go back to the basics, give the ball to Caitlin Clark, and I feel like they will win it all. Now, we got to talk about this right here, and this is this WNBA roster.
Keep history or keep up. You can't have both. The front office sees it clearly. Clark-centric lineups run faster, score easier, and sell out arenas. But half the team still speaks a different language. Loyalty is expensive. Progress is priceless. Executives made their choice. The 2026 Fever won't be a reunion tour. They'll be a relaunch. And that's when the exits started lining up.
And I spoke briefly about it yesterday. I definitely did. I'm going to tell y'all who I think is going to leave. I believe we keep Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell ain't going no damn where. She stays. The way she played, the grit she showed, she put up with a lot of bullshit, especially for me, other content creators, the fans. But one thing about Kelsey, I apologize, for all the bullshit I was saying. But overall, I like her. I feel like she left it all on the court. I'm praying for her, wishing her nothing but the best in her 8th season. And yeah, man, I did apologize to Kelsey. I think Kelsey should stay. I love Kelsey Mitchell. Odyssey Sims, she averaged 10 points. She showed up in big moments.
It won't be one trade. It'll be a wave. Bree Hall, out. Shea Petty, likely gone. Natasha Howard, pricing herself into another jersey. Lexi Hull, loved by fans but chased by richer teams. 8 departures projected before training camp even opens. Painful? Absolutely. Necessary? Completely. You don't buy speed and space without selling comfort first. Yet not everyone is walking away. Some earned the right to stay. The rebuild still needs fighters. Kelsey Mitchell turned critics into believers. Tough minutes, tougher mindset. She carried herself like a veteran who'd seen too many storms to panic now. When everyone else lost rhythm, she doubled down on grit. She didn't just play hard, she played proud. Then there's Ari McDonald, the spark plug. The engine who never stops. Her energy has become a symbol of the Fever's identity, small but relentless, underestimated but impossible to ignore. Her defensive pressure, her composure, and her loyalty make her a perfect mirror to Clark's fire. These are the kind of players you don't replace. You build around them. Mitchell and McDonald are survivors in every sense of the word. They're the heartbeat beneath Clark's spotlight, and without them, Indiana's soul doesn't exist. With the fighters chosen, it's time to decide who's worth the money. Here's the ugly truth about success. It's expensive. Natasha Howard's veteran experience made her valuable, but her price tag made her expendable. Her talent isn't the question, it's her fit. The Fever's system demands pace, spacing, and youth. Howard deserves a payday, but not one that slows the rebuild. Then comes Lexi Hull, the fan favorite turned financial dilemma. She shot her way into every highlight reel and every scout's notes. But with other franchises ready to pay top dollar, Indiana faces a painful decision: overpay or move on. This is the hardest part of leadership, saying goodbye not because someone failed, but because the team can't afford to cling to sentiment. The Fever are choosing sustainability over nostalgia. Every dollar counts. Every decision echoes. And yet this cold financial clarity might be what saves them. The front office isn't throwing money at names. It's investing in chemistry, in synergy, in a roster that fits Clark like armor. Because the next phase isn't about who's gone. It's about who's coming. This is the part fans hate most. The social media posts, the farewell pictures, the thank you captions that say everything without saying it. These players gave their bodies and hearts to the franchise. And now, they walk out with nothing but respect and memories. Sports can be cruel that way. The same fans who cheered yesterday might scroll past tomorrow. But for those inside the locker room, every departure hits deeper. The laughter in team hotels, the inside jokes after long flights, the battles they fought when nobody believed in them. But the front office can't build on emotion. The Fever aren't being heartless, they're being fearless. Championships demand risk. They require letting go of comfort to chase greatness. Every roster cut, every lost friendship, every painful goodbye, it's all part of the climb. Because for Indiana, the climb isn't optional, it's survival. Through all the cuts, 3 names refuse to move: Clark, Boston, and Cunningham. They are the spine of Indiana basketball. 3 completely different energies that somehow balance perfectly. Clark, the fire; Boston, the foundation; Cunningham, the grit. Together, they form the kind of trio that franchises dream about, one that grows stronger with every battle. They've endured the hate, the hits, and the headlines, yet they keep showing up. And this time, they're not just playing for redemption, they're playing for each other. There's a quiet understanding between them now. They've been through too much not to win together. Every practice, every huddle, every moment of frustration has built a trust that can't be taught. The Fever finally have their core. Now they need their system. Speed, space, chaos. That's the mantra of the new Fever. This isn't about perfection, it's about pressure. Opponents won't be facing plays, they'll be facing momentum. Clark's decision-making, Boston's inside dominance, Cunningham's shooting, and Mitchell's tenacity. Every piece will have a defined purpose. Gone are the slow, predictable possessions. Expect constant movement, quick reads, and fast breaks that punish hesitation. Clark will have the freedom to orchestrate like a conductor. Every pass a test, every possession a statement. This blueprint isn't just basketball philosophy, it's identity. It's Indiana claiming a new era where every possession feels like a sprint and every game feels like a statement. And the rest of the league? They're officially on notice. Cap space means power. And for the first time in years, Indiana finally has it. Agents are calling. Veterans are interested. Players who once overlooked the Fever now see opportunity. Why? Because everyone wants to play with Caitlin Clark. Imagine a floor spread with shooters, veterans who know how to move without the ball, defenders who thrive in transition. Indiana can offer something no other team can: exposure, energy, and the chance to be part of something revolutionary. Behind the scenes, names are already circulating: sharpshooters, rim protectors, versatile wings who can keep up with Clark's tempo. The Fever aren't chasing fame, they're chasing fit. Every signing from here on out will be made with one question: does this help Caitlin win? Because every addition from now on isn't just a move, it's a message. With power comes weight. Caitlin Clark isn't just the face of a team anymore, she's the face of a movement. Every win will be credited to her. Every loss will be blamed on her. That's the burden of greatness. But Clark's never shied from that pressure. She's been targeted on the court, criticized online, doubted by media voices. Yet she continues to show up, smile, and perform. That kind of mental toughness can't be taught, it's forged. Now she finally has the roster she deserves, a system built around her vision and leadership that trusts her instincts. But there's no hiding now. Every decision, every pass, every play, all eyes will be on her. This is her league to define, her legacy to write, and her silence or success will echo far beyond the WNBA. The question isn't whether Caitlin can handle it, it's whether the league can handle her. 8 exits, a new offense, a franchise reborn around one of the most polarizing athletes in America. The 2026 Indiana Fever are standing at the edge of greatness, or the edge of a cliff. If the chemistry clicks, this could be the fastest, most dangerous offense the WNBA has ever seen. If it fails, the rebuild will crumble, and the Fever will face another painful reset. But something feels different this time. The tone, the confidence, the unity. This isn't a team clinging to hope. It's a team daring to demand it. This is Caitlin Clark's league now. The Fever's success will rise and fall with her hands, her voice, and her leadership. And if history has shown us anything, it's that Caitlin doesn't flinch when everything's on the line. This isn't just a roster change, it's a reckoning. Because from this moment on, the Indiana Fever will go exactly as far as Caitlin Clark's hands can take them. And knowing her, that might just mean all the way.